Live from the Global Saskatoon studios, the evening news with Wendy Winiski.
Welcome to your neighborhood live with Global Saskatoon. Joining us, we are live here at Lawson Heights Mall. I am joined by the Morning News, Lisa Dutton, and Kevin Stanfield, as well as our Evening News crew, Jack Haskins and Peter Quinlan. The mall is bustling with Christmas shoppers. 46% of Saskatchewan residents will spend more than $500 on gifts this holiday season. That's according to data collected by Insightrix Research. Meanwhile, 7% won't buy any gifts at all because for some families, spending money on Christmas gifts isn't always an option. And that's where TLC at Home comes in. The Hairstyle Inn here at Lawson Heights Mall is the hub of the charity that is near and dear to our hearts. Lena Latafat takes us back to how it all started.
A hair salon may be an unlikely place for the inception of a holiday charity.
Here, David. Here's a big present for you.
But 10 years ago, a few stylists in Saskatoon came together with the desire to give back.
As a group, we came up with the idea of going to some of the community schools and looking at what options we'd have to do a kind of a shoebox program that at Christmas time we could put different things into those shoe boxes and give them to different classes.
Farrell? The TLC at Home initiative started off as a small way to touch lives, and quickly those behind it knew they had to do more. The magic started with their first delivery.
It was remarkable. The kids were absolutely excited beyond belief.
Some of them, they're not getting what everyone's getting. They're not as excited because maybe they come from a little bit less than others, so it's nice to see them light up that someone's put thought in for them.
KDD.
Before the salon knew it, the program was exploding.
So have you been good this year?
That's when it teamed up with Global, Cameco, and Cruise FM. And while there's real work behind bringing that kind of joy, James says it all pays off when there's a special moment.
Every year when the kids open it, there's something uniquely special to them that somehow it manages to get in that box. We're not sure how it happens, but one year there's a little guy in about grade 3, and he was so excited because there was helicopters in his box. And the teacher said, did anyone talk to you about it? We said, no, and they said, you don't get it. All he does is talk about helicopters all the time.
And for that reason, he says they've never looked back. Lena Latafat, Global News.
To talk more about TLC at Home, we now go to our Lisa Dutton, who is joined by Shelley James, one of the founders of TLC at Home. Lisa?
All right, thanks so much for that, Wendy. That's right, Shelley James, owner of Hairstyle Inn and founder of TLC at Home. And I think we should start by saying thank you for starting this up 10 years ago. What was it that sparked it?
Well, it was just our need to give back to the community in which we work and live.
And you guys have formed some solid partnerships over the years. Of course, us here at Global Saskatoon. Who else is on board now?
Well, we have Cameco, which has been huge in helping make this all happen. And just of recent, Cruise FM has come on board. They just did a big on locations here last weekend. And that went a long way to helping make Christmas happen this year.
And it sure did. And along with that, all of your clients and all of our viewers, the community who's really gotten behind this, so grassroots.
Well, you know, we couldn't do it without everyone's help. There are so many. If I start naming them, I'm sure I'm going to leave somebody out. And it's been rumored that the great man himself has helped pack a few boxes. You know, Santa just loves the kids. So.
And you had a great quote earlier. We were talking off camera about how you measure the success of this charity and this cause.
Well, you know, Jonathan at Cameco said it, and I just loved it. He said, the success is measured in smiles. And boy, do we ever get a lot of them.
Great. All right, Shelley James from Hairstyle Inn, thanks again. We're going to toss it back to you, Wendy.
Thanks, Lisa. Yeah, and this program is proof that it doesn't always take a lot to make a child's Christmas memorable. With TLC at Home beginning deliveries this week, there's been smiles, hugs, and expressions of outright joy. Global's Ryan Kessler met up with the students at St. Michael's Community School and shows you the power of a small gift.
Hey, Jeremiah, how are you doing?
It's the moment students at St. Michael Community School wait for all year. Some FaceTime with the big man in red.
It's heartwarming, it really is.
St. Nick made the trip from the North Pole to deliver presents to over 900 students in Saskatoon, a little something to put under the Christmas tree.
For some children, it brings maybe the only happiness they're going to, and the only gift they're going to receive at Christmas. So there's a little sadness, but yet there's happiness because we bring a bit of joy into their lives.
Opening a box filled with joy isn't always easy.
Would you like some help?
But it's worth all the effort. Each box is crammed with Christmas presents, but they're not just your typical gifts. In addition to things like dolls and cars, kids also get the essentials like socks, toothbrushes, and healthy snacks.
What we might think as the simplest of items can be just a glorious gift that they receive, and they're so appreciative of it.
'Tis the busy season for Mr. and Mrs. Claus as they visit 5 schools this week. For 10 years, TLC at Home has handed out presents from generous donors, each gift creating a lasting memory.
And there was a little boy at one event that opened a box, and the first thing he grabbed was the toothpaste and the toothbrush, and all he was so excited, he said, "I can get rid of my cavities now."
Getting that smile ready for the holiday season.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Ryan Kessler, Global News.
And I'd like to introduce you now to a big part of our team here at Global Saskatoon. You don't see her on camera, but she's behind the scenes. This is Lisa Ford, our station manager. And we've now been on board with this for the past 4 years, and so proud to be a part of it, Lisa.
Oh, so proud. You know, we're honored actually to be a part of this. And we dealt with Shelley and Laddie through business, and then we also did stories with TLC at Home. And one year, Shelley came to me and said, "Would you like to be more part of it?" And I was thrilled about that because we've been looking for a Christmas charity for Global Saskatoon for years, and this being a grassroots one was a perfect fit.
And that's what you were really looking for, and what we really want to emphasize today is that this is as local and grassroots as it gets, isn't it?
It really is, because we're helping kids right here in Saskatoon. And each gift box is personalized to those children, which makes it really special to me. You're not going to get a grade 8 boy who gets a Barbie doll in his box, you know. So when you see the kids, Shelley's right, the smiles are what the success is. They're so thrilled to get them, and we are so thrilled to be part of it.
We sure are, and I know even at the station we have our staff packing up boxes every year, and a lot of that motivation stems from, you know, yourself in your office sending out the emails and then us passing it on to the community.
And it's so thrilling to see everybody get so involved and just embrace it and have so much fun putting these boxes together. Everyone's so proud of the boxes they bring in for the kids and know that they're helping kids right here in Saskatoon. It's such a great feeling.
Thanks for that, Lisa Ford, and we're going to throw it back to set and Wendy Winiski.
All right, thanks to both of the Lisas. And now we are going to check in with Peter Quinlan for weather. It's not feeling very Christmassy when we're talking weather, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, you like brown Christmas, right?
Yeah.
I don't think everyone's in that boat. I would actually hasten to say that you are a minority.
Okay.
Yes, and we do have the snow on the ground now, though, which does
Yes.
make it feel much more like Christmas. Gets you in the Christmas shopping spirit probably as well. That also, I guess, needs to get done in many cases. Let's take a look at your current temperatures right now here in Saskatoon. You can see we are sitting around -3. We were up toward the freezing mark, and you're right, not very Christmassy, that's for sure. Winds from the west-southwest at about 20 kilometers per hour. That's what's been helping bring in the warmer temperatures. And we just want a bit of a public safety note. The ice is getting very, very thin out there with these warm temperatures we've been seeing. So be sure that your ice is at least 10 centimeters if you're going to be heading out. On the radar satellite map, we do have a big ridge of high pressure over top of us. We had lots of sunshine, but we saw some cloud cover for the first time in a while. You can see some snow moving off, making parts of east central Saskatchewan nice and Christmassy, nice and snowy. Up in the north, we do have a freezing rain warning for Uranium City, La Loche, Stony Rapids, and the Key Lake area, expecting freezing rain with this system that's sliding through their area. Here's a closer look at that freezing rain warning there, just for that extreme northwestern corner, and that will likely be ended tonight. So tonight in the city here in Saskatoon, dropping back to about -11, and through the day tomorrow, we are looking at a daytime high around +1, Wendy. That means some of that snow snow is going to start to melt, so it'll look even less Christmassy as we head to the next couple of days. We've got positive temperatures in the forecast actually for quite a few days, so we're probably going to need to get at least another blanket of snow if we want it to look very festive as we head through into the next couple of days and into the next couple of weeks toward Christmas.
I'm okay with that. I like the positive temperatures.
But I am not, and most people aren't. So.
All right, thanks, Peter.